Okay, so for our EC5725 final project, we did augmented reality on the Raspberry Pi 4 using a TFT screen, a Pi Camera 2 module, and a 6-axis MPU 6050 accelerometer plus gyroscope sensor. So we took ray tracer code and modified it so that the background would be transparent, and so we could take our camera feed and display our rendered objects on top. And the way the rendered objects work is that based on the accelerometer and gyroscope module, we change the camera position of the render to try and match the position and field of view of the camera feed.
The MPU 6050 has some initial offsets that we calculate upon starting up. So they're not perfectly calibrated, so we take the first accelerometer and first gyroscope measurement and use that as an offset for all future calculations, so that the accelerometer gyroscope measurements are initially zeroed out and the field of view remains centered.
We managed to get the ray tracing code to update around every 2 seconds, which is pretty fast. But ideally, we'd want a little less latency to make it a little smoother. And due to kind of the drift and noise from the accelerometer and gyroscope, it's a little hard to get the render to match the camera movement. But it does display on the screen and change with movement, just not as smooth and responsive as we'd like. But getting the transparent background to work was a pretty good feat, I think.
Yes.
And we're overall pretty happy with how it turned out. It's fun to kind of play around with, as it doesn't have too many external things. It's a pretty self-contained embedded system. But yeah.